So, whoo, welcome back to the stream. That was an eventful start to a UHC game, if there ever was one. Everything went wrong. That's why we're still in the testing phase, I guess. But here we are. It's the Winter Wonderland, and it's a Winter Wonderland because there are monuments like this. And little special treats on the map, some of which have been lost forever because of the restart to the game. So it's going to be extra challenging for these teams. But let's see what Majora just picked up here. He picked up a lingering potion of invisibility, and he picked up 4 oak saplings, and those with the 4 apples. With the 4 oak saplings are very important here. But apparently Majora wants all the concrete of the structure. He's a special one. He does not care about the ocean monument over there, nor perhaps should he. It would be unwise to try and to try and remove all of that. So it's going to be one of these games that are very challenging. Oops, that's not what I wanted to hit. Because, as you can see, it's a Winter Wonderland. There's very little food. And, yeah, you are here at least to watch, B. You're not late. These players are going to be pushed to the limits in terms of survival, because it's a harsh winterland. What they might find, of course, is in addition to the special little monuments I left, are these igloos, and sometimes the igloos contain... Oh, someone already explored this one, it turns out. A little trapdoor that goes down, and you get a free gapple or something like that. So I should probably TP to someone, and I'll choose Emeric. I don't know if Emeric is doing anything exciting. He's getting some pigs. It's a good idea, because this is one of the few little biomes where there might be some food. It's not a whole lot of food, and it's not an enriching source of food, but it's food. Speaking of Flame Orb, who's on a team with Holly Batman's out? Hey, oh, why was there a face statue of me? Is a good question. Maybe I should return to one of those. Oh, there's actually Flame Orb walked past this really cleverly hidden igloo. I don't know if this igloo... Oh, yep, it's an igloo with some loot down there, so there's a free gapple down there if they find it. But you were asking... about the monuments, the head monuments, and this one has not been seen, but there's a little pressure plate here, and that pressure plate opens the mouth, and that opens a little chest, and in that chest, there's a little surprise. So some people might find it, some people might not, but it would be a really good idea for them to find these because of the treasures within. Majora, we know, has one. And I don't know if there's any team. Yes, there is one team that is close to this. They have not found it, but that is BBR, Vince, and the 22 Scoops. They are close to one of the monuments. He's going to chase the baby rabbit. No, it's not a baby rabbit. Okay, there's an adult rabbit. But Vince might be able to find that monument right over there if he just moves. I think we're going to see them a little moment of truth here. Oh, he's just chasing bunnies. He doesn't know that there's a much more important thing to find. So the teams, if we look, one is BBR, the 22 Scoops, and Vince, who I'm currently looking at. 22 Max, Legion Mason, and Tim are another. Radioactive Bolt, Terminated Noob, and iPod Geek are the third team. Bradzy, Country Cutie, and Emeric are another team. Will Vince figure it out? Will Vince figure it out? All you have to do is step on the pressure plate, Vince. All you have to do is step on the pressure plate. Another team is Flame Orb, Wilson Kong, and Jardongoloid, who I believe is potentially... he's going to just deface my beautiful, beautiful face. Is 22 Scoops going to figure it out? There's clearly a pressure plate here, guys. they're scared. That's funny. They're scared. And they found it. The other teams are Crafters, Great Warrior, and Plushie. DJ8, Ninja, Micros, and Prof are another team. Sneaky, James the Douglas, and Blah are another team. And finally, final team, Majora, the Sonic Joey, and Butter Golem are currently teaming. But, wow. So we found a team. Oh, wow. Oh. Thank you for playing, Prof. I don't know what happened to him. Snuck upon by a zombie. Maybe it was a baby zombie. Who? Oh, that's someone from another team who just missed the monument. Black like that. That's Brad. Is that Bradsy? Is that Bradsy or Merrick? Because I can't tell with the name. That's Bradsy. Okay. Oh, and he's digging. He's digging at the correct location. Allow me to open my resource packs and grab one of the resource packs that will help me see in the dark a little bit better. Maybe I'm gonna take one that is full. Is that enough? Is that enough? Do we want something that we can see even better in the dark? And yeah, they love defacing me. Yeah. What was inside the chest? I don't know if we could see in Majora's inventory. I'm assuming the 22 scoops is the one who grabbed the stuff. There were 4 oak saplings, 4 apples. Okay, he already split them, and there was a lingering potion of swiftness for a little bit of potential surprises. So there were 4 of these monuments. Majora got 1. Vince and the 22 scoops split 1, and the others, well, I'm not sure. But I'm going to guess here Bradsy's going to find this mineshaft. I think that's practically guaranteed to happen. So let's go see... well, Majora has lost a lot of health. He should probably give his stuff to one of his teammates now. Let's go see Blah, who is cooking, and he's in what I would call a great-looking cave system for the future. He's going to find some stuff. I don't know if he's going to have all the apples and stuff. Rooting for crafters teams. Oh, yeah. Hey, Topicat, welcome to the stream. So if we have people willing to root for crafters, I think it's important. Openly rooting for crafters, it's important to see what's happening, because crafters is going to need a shield. And because there's a lot of things to brave, a lot of dangers down here, but there's also gold that can be obtained. So he's got a teammate on the surface, so he's not alone. Plushie is here with him. The sun is setting on the first day of competition, and on the surface now will begin to spawn. I forget what they're called, but there are the special skeletons that spawn in snow biomes, who shoot snow arrows. Not snow arrows, I mean arrows of snowness. Arrows of slowness. Oh, look at that witch just waiting over there. I don't think she'll be scaring anybody, because nobody's gonna find her, but it's already happening. Crafters here is making himself another safe little location so he can peacefully smelt his goods, and hopefully for him craft a shield or something to that effect. Let's go see... Plushie just died right above our heads. Where's... No, that's the bat. Plushie was right up here. Whoops. Plushie was right here. Right here, right here. Not sure where he is. Where his stuff was. It should drop an armor stand He was so close. He was so close. He had barely cut a tree. Oh, he's over. Oh, that's dangerous. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, and there's a notch apple in there. Oh, that is such important loot. And and they had one of the potions, so they had found one of the monuments with the lingering potion. I think crafters really should head up and obtain that treasure because it's valuable. It includes a notch apple, crafters. Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe Plushie couldn't. Well, Plushie didn't have a chance to look in the chests, so you know, crafters that can't predict that type of stuff. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. And he's already antagonizing Enderman, playing with fire. Let's go see what Tim is up to. Hopefully, crafters will be able to find some stuff. Tim and 20 and Max are caving together. I know Tim does not have the most experience in terms of UHC players, and he's bringing a staircase, and bad luck for him, he's going to be staircasing in a direction that will give him absolutely nothing. If Max staircases in a different direction, they're going to double their chances of finding something, though. So maybe there's that. Maybe there's that. Who else have we not seen? Is there some teams that we have not seen? I seen Flame Orb. I did. I saw Blah. So let's go check on BBR and just do everyone turn by turn so that we know what's happening. The Nether is on. It might be one of the sources of food, but it won't be a source of apples. So BBR is here. No teammate nearby. And welcome to the stream, Kaz. Of course, Kaz is rooting for the most spectacular game possible, or the most exciting game possible. It's going to be a very, very challenging one because it's a world that is lacking in extremely precious resources. And so some teams might be lucky, but it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult to get healing, most likely. And so a lot of the players, like Majora... Oh, jeez, Majora. Why do you... Oh, dang it. I just realized... that I didn't have my spec info. I was too preoccupied by other things that I forgot to turn that on. Majora is he's wait a minute. Oh, I have to destroy this. Oops. I have to destroy this. All right. So I'm guessing Majora is gonna die, but Butter Golem is with him, so he'll be able to recuperate the goods. I just feel bad for Majora because he looks like he's had a tough time, and he's the next one to go. That's what it looks like. I could try to scare BBR again, but I'll save that for a good moment later on. So we know Max is with Tim, so let's take a look at Legion. See what he's up to. This was an impromptu team. Oh no. That was, seems to have been naked PvP. I'm suspecting that PvP is on because of the rescatter. Yeah. But there it is. Micros attacked first and died as a result. Flame is down to 3 hearts, so it's going to be very difficult for him to to keep going. But he's got a kill. He's got the first kill of the game. It's an early kill, but sometimes PvP starts at 15 minutes, and we would have been at 15 minutes in. So it's not like an immensely early start. But I wonder if he realizes that there's a mine shaft literally 1 block next to him. Does he know this? Has he found the mineshaft somewhere? Does it? Yeah, okay. He has found the mineshaft down there. All right. Okay. And B-Bear is mining some gold. All right, let's go take a look at radioactive bolt. Are any teammates nearby? It appears that not especially. There's other teams way over there. That's Vince and Scoops and so on that are way over there in BBR. Radioactive bolt is here, and he's got a ravine, but there's a creeper up there. It's fraught with danger. This creeper could fall on his head at any moment. But it's not happening yet. Oh, and Sneaky just poisoned himself. This is not the kind of game, I will not lie. Given how rare I expect healing to be, this is not the game where you want to get poisoned. That is definitely not the game where you want to be poisoned. And Crafters just got he got a little bit damaged by a creeper, but survived, only half a heart. So that's actually, when your creeper does only half a heart to you, you actually got off easy, I would say. Sneaky's team might still pull it off because Blah and James the Douglas are quite good, but Sneaky right now, just like Majora, is at half a heart. He could die at any moment in this game. Not sure where he's going. I guess he's going to be getting out and perhaps to look for other things, but apparently he's leaving this area at half a heart to try perhaps and get the healing of a teammate to try and survive. Let's go see someone who's going to die early. Country Cutie. Ooh, no. Thanks to her, we got to restart the game instead of canceling it entirely. And she has a chance of finding these diamonds down here. At some point, I think she will. But first, she's getting her cooking done. She is getting her cooking done. And they are Iron Team by the looks of it. I'm not exactly sure if they're at perfect health. Perfect 100, all of them. But they look like Iron Team. A great warrior and crafters are on the surface already. And maybe they've decided we should look for the precious resources me see if they found the God Apple or anything. Nope, 4 gold. And they're not finding a whole lot of everything. They're finding snowballs, but the snowballs really don't do much in 1.12, I don't think. I don't think they cause knockback so much. Glyphical is not playing this one. She's not there. And Vince getting some diamonds. So, actually, Teal Team of BBR, Vince. Oh, I see what's happening. These two are growing food. That's the kind of dire situation it has come down to. And yes, these UHCs, this is the kind of situation that is entirely possible in this UHC. Had they found the stuff that Plushie was near to, they would probably have more food, if only in terms of rotten flesh. But yeah, this is how desperate the situation is. They have to start growing food with the seeds they have, see if they can grow bread to survive. There is a chance that in this UHC, a player or players might starve to death. It definitely could happen, because this is the Winter Wonderland. and by Wonderland, this is said as sarcastically as I can possibly do it. So Legion has found some diamonds, and Flame Orb has also found some diamonds. So a few teams are on their way to getting enchanted. Let's go take a look at. I know I'm coming back to Vince, but ooh, yeah, there you go. Just got rid of the skeleton. Since he got the diamonds for his team first, I was sort of assuming he'd be the one doing the diamond pick. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Scoops is doing it. No, Scoops does not have the diamond pick, but they're close to another team way over here, black team. So either Americ Country Cutie or Bradsy is over here. That is Bradsy, and he's close. He's close. I don't think they're in distance to see each other's names, but they're kind of close that it could happen that they might find each other at some point in time. They could find each other. Let's take a look at the Sonic Joey, who's pillaring out of his cave. I think he's done here. I get really he's not exactly done. But I guess he didn't stumble into that cave. They were actually not connected. That's bad luck. That's bad luck is what it is. He's pillaring out. Perhaps to go offer some assistance to Majora. I don't know if Majora is very distant, but they're the kind of the gray color that it's going to be a little bit more difficult to see. We've got another team close to Joey, and I don't know if Joey is going to see them or see their staircase. But this is Terminated Noob, and Terminated Noob is close to another teammate over there. Terminated Noob coming up the staircase to get his smelted iron as Joey goes up. So Joey might have a... Oh no! Jar the dongle. And, oh no, that's the wrong one. Jar the dongle has found crafters. It's a 2v1, but I don't know if... oh! So Crafters gets a kill. So someone was rooting for him, and it paid off. It paid off. They were growing food. I don't know if they lost the place where they were growing food, but they were stumbled upon. Oh no, I think their food growing station is right over here. Yeah. And I think they're gonna hope that Jardongoloid had some sustenance on him. Doesn't look that way really, but they're ready to get moving. They should try to not suffocate. But there's still 1 hour left in this game, and some of that time should be spent growing the trees, the saplings that have been found. Now, Plushie, you don't know this, and don't spoil it to your team. Of course, you can't know. You can no longer do this. But in the chest of the zombie spawner you were trying to explore was a notch apple. There was a notch apple in there. But crafters with the kill. Let's see what DJ is up to. He's staircasing down, and he might find eventually. It's going to take a little while, but I think eventually he's going to come up onto a mine shaft. Oops. Majora drowned. Okay. Majora was with Butter, so I think I'm going to go check Butter quickly. See if, okay, well, I don't think... Flame Orb has decided to poison himself. So, well done, Flame Orb. You got a kill, but it's a difficult one. So, Butter Golem was no longer with Majora. I have no idea where Majora decided to drown himself. Maybe Joey was there, or close by. I think Joey knows where to go, so I wonder if... There you go. The game was restarted, so yeah, it it looks dorky. I've just had to remove these because there were not legitimate deaths. So the Sonic Joey has found the Majora monuments that Majora has stripped bare. And I don't know if he's looking for Majora, if he's looking for something else. I mean, Majora has been trying to recreate... No, that's not Majora. That's... What are they doing? They've built a second Flues. But that's the team of Blah, James the Douglas, and Sneaky. And they've been healing Sneaky up, but I think it looks like... Looks like maybe Majora drowned because... No, are they going to come upon Joey or not? Light blue for the win. So Sneaky, James the Douglas, and Blah. Sneaky was poisoned. That's why he's at half health. But he has been healed up a little bit. Joey has managed to run past them and escape detection by the looks of it. But the viewing render distance has increased a lot on the server, so you can see players from very far away, 140 blocks, in fact. So Joey should, yeah, I think they have seen him because the render distance now you can see players from very, very far away, and Joey is not hidden here, so his cobble is visible. If they actually took the time to run a little bit farther and closer to the ice, they would have seen it. But they're going to miss out on it. And they're going to run by Joey along the wall. And Joey is going to escape their notice from Blue Team. Welcome to the stream, Best Lone Wolf. I will always notice you. Don't worry, it's gonna take a little while because sometimes you know I'm a little like focused on what's happening in the game, and so I don't really notice the chat as much. All right, so we know that these guys will not find Joey, and by all accounts, it looks like Majora's stuff is all gone. So let me see. I should be seeing what the Legion is up to, because he's enchanted. I'm wondering if he's ready to share his enchants with the rest of his team, or they're too far away at this point. But he appears to have found a diamond-level mineshaft. There's minecart chests everywhere. This is a great find for him. And you're quite right, PM3. It's speculative, but Majora may have drowned trying to escape blue team. It's definitely possible. Majora will have to tell me one day. One day we will know for sure. Perhaps he could pop in chat and tell us. But yeah, someone right here has the means of becoming extremely rich. So yeah, things are going well for the white team. You go check out what iPod Geek is up to. He's within viewing distance, or like somewhat close to a teammate. He should be able to hear the mobs in the cave below, so perhaps he'd be able to dig to sounds and find more cave. But otherwise, coast doesn't appear to be great dangers awaiting him at the moment. There's always the chance that a roaming team like blue team might come upon some people and terminate them. Bradsy's on the surface. Is he looking for stuff like food or apples or anything that could be, that could lead to apples? Again, one of the great challenges of the Winter Wonderland is that oak trees are extremely rare. Some saplings were available in the special monuments, but you have to be one of the few teams lucky enough to find those. So a lot of teams would probably be completely deprived. Oh, and here's a fight. Will Ninja manage to get a kill out of this, or because it's a 1v3, right? It's a 3v1 really, and they're not giving him any chance. But he did bring James the Douglas down to 4 hearts, and here's a creeper coming in to to ruin the party, or maybe ruin the loots more like. And these I forget what these are called, but yeah, these are ready to attack and give some slowness. But yeah, it's easier to run away. It's easier to run away. So Sneaky ends up with getting the kill, and they also find a very important little piece of biome, because it's one of the very few little places. There's a few oak trees, but these little bushes here can't give apples. So finding this this biome can be really good. Crafters, I just noticed, really slowly, is in a fight as well. They got Flame Orb. Wilson Kong has killed Crafters, and Great Warrior has avenged his teammate. But as a result, only Great Warrior remains, and he is at 2 hearts. So he has now become a solo. All because, basically, they've been trying to grow food. They've been trying to grow food, and apparently, are they at 0-0 or something? They're actually growing food at 0-0. I see what's happening. No wonder there was so much action going on for them. But Great Warrior has managed to earn himself a gapple out of this. He's got a couple ender pearls in there. He's got a diamond chestplate. There's a lot of precious loot. There's a few red apples as well. He should definitely pick those up. And, of course, some heads. You can craft some golden heads and heal with those. Hey, Nick, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. And, yes, thank you for reminding me that they're called Stray. Stray is what they're called. But Crafters, with 2 kills, currently top frag, though he is now perished. And things are not going to be looking good for Great Warrior here. Bradsy, the evil Bradsy, is trying to sneak up here. And he missed the shot. Missed the free shot. He still gets one. He gets a shot off here. And Warrior's shielding up. You can't tell, but he is deploying his shield and making sure Bradzi can't land a shot. He's going to be running away and leaving the red apples behind. Will Bradzi pick that up? Or will he just give up in front of the baby zombie? Because baby zombies are OP, man. Radioactive Bolt's just finding some diamonds. Bradzi just getting pwned by the mobs. And a Great Warrior has to bolt. He's 3 hearts left. I don't think he had time to get any of the heads, so I think Bradzi will get the heads. Maybe he'll get the apples if they don't despawn. He'll probably like focus on getting the heads first. No, not even. And yeah, you guys, of course, are cheering for the baby zombie. Tim getting blasted by a creeper. And that's the snow golem who triggered a creeper on the other side of the hill. Oh, Majora did a great escape, but got stuck under the ice. Sadly. Did you die with the potion of invisibility? Or did you use it to make your great escape, perhaps? But Bradzi is leaving, and he's leaving the head... No, he took some of the heads, but not all the heads behind. There's still a head, free head, just waiting at 0-0 for someone to pick up. He left the red apples behind. He left a diamond axe behind. Who knows what Bradzi is thinking? Why would Bradzi do this? He had free loot, and he just abandons it entirely. Of course, that's because he didn't notice it was there. That's why he abandons it. He assumed that a Great Warrior had time to sift through the loot and take what he wanted, but that was not the case, in fact. So the apples are probably going to despawn. Precious, precious apples despawning, and a diamond axe despawning. Probably. Yeah, it would have been pretty awesome, Majora, had you decided not to drown. Okay, so let's go quick and take a look at Butter, who's still in the mine shaft. And I'm assuming Joey came to him. Yes, he did. Okay, so now they're together. And they're going to be happy and forming a little family in honor of Majora. Their firstborn, they will name Majora. And that's kind of hope. Go. BBR is on the surface and enchanted, though we did know that Teal Team would be enchanted. One of them is way underground over there. So, not sure exactly what BBR is doing. Maybe he's looking for stuff to, like, chickens, like this chicken here. Pretty rare. If the players want arrows, the chickens are probably kind of rare. But it looks like BBR is just looking for a new cave. So, Teal Team just basically caving at this point. They're not thinking about the apples. I'm kind of surprised. I haven't spotted anyone growing trees as of this moment. Only one team has tried to grow some food at 0-0. Have to watch out. 22, okay, is wandering the surface as well. A lot of people wandering the... Oh, that's quite the hole. That's quite the hole. You don't see that kind of hole very often. But white team, 2 of them are on the surface, and they're somewhat together. The third one, actually, where is the did the third one die? I forget now. I've already forgotten. By the way, you might not normally want to do this, but the bears drop fish. So if you're in a situation where hello, Great Warrior, you did good getting a kill there, avenging your teammate.
I almost died from Bradzy.
But you're still in the game, so I'm actually gonna move away into a different room if you don't mind.
Yeah, see ya.
Because I don't want you to have any spoilers.
Spoil.
But just good job on the kill though.
Yeah, see you, young man. Oh my! I just threw my.
All right. All right. So yeah, I've already forgotten now if one of the white teams has died. No, Legion Mason is back. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was pretty sure that he hadn't died. But so they're on their way to meeting up, I guess. Let's the 22 scoops is okay. Fighting a spider. Okay. Terminated noob is still caving, and he's got someone from blue team somewhat close. They might eventually encounter each other. It's possible. It's actually the other blue team. It's a Great Warrior. Great Warrior might find them. It's possible. I'm not counting on it, and I don't know if Great Warrior would would make an aggressive move. Oh, someone walked over. How did I see this? Oh, okay. The diamonds are way underneath the lava. Okay, so they can't be found. Nobody could find these. Nobody could find these. Cyan might win, or I prefer to call them aqua, or teal. But yes, Cyan might win. They have a chance. BBR and Vince are quite good. We know that Vince has won his fair share of Flusemaker games already, so we know it's possible. And Terminated Noob with more diamonds. Great Warrior is getting shot by a skeleton in that ravine over there. That we know way over there in the distance. You can barely see him over there, shielding up against the mobs. Let's go take a look at James the Douglas. Speaking of. The whole team is no longer quite as healthy as they once were, but they have now, with James the Douglas, a gold level mineshaft, diamond level mineshaft. So they might have some more good luck. As they keep smelting stuff. Now, at 0-0, we remember that there were some apples there. Okay. I was gonna eventually get to BBR and stuff. But I do want to see, like, keep tabs on all the teams, not just BBR. For scaring purposes, I need to go to the Nether, and surprisingly, none of the teams have gone to the Nether. That's a lot. That's diamonds over there. So I think BBR is in a good position to find himself some more diamonds, and the diamonds would help him avoid losing too much health. Because if you're not going to have a whole lot of healing, you want to minimize the damage you take, and having a lot of diamond armor is a good way of doing that. Radioactive Bolt is getting jostled by some zombies. That hurt. Took his health down quite a bit. Perhaps it could give an opening for the Great Warrior to try and test their mettle in battle. Maybe a little sneak attack if they see each other. I had not seen... Who did I miss? Okay, 22 Scoops is suffocating himself. Joey is healing. Has healed. Perhaps he found a free gapple. in with the chests. But as you can tell in 1.12, there's a lot of good look. And hey, have a great day, Tuppy Cats. Have a great day. The stream will be available later on if you want to catch up and see what happens next. You can always feel free to come back and watch later. It's going to be archived on the channel. If you're curious to you know, figure out what happens next, how this all ends, you'll have the chance to do that later on. So let's TP to Mouse Country Cutie of the Country Cutie family. And she's got teammates on the surface. She's got, does she have a companion? Is that a canine companion? Going back to 0-0, I don't know if they decided if they got the stuff or it despawned. I don't know if Bradzi managed to come back and get the stuff before it despawned. I'm gonna just take a quick look. If he has a diamond axe, he probably picked up the stuff. If he does not, we can assume he did not pick up the stuff. GG time for playing, and that changes the game quite a lot because Terminated Noob was also two quick deaths. James the Douglas and Terminated Noob both dying from creepers. And that changes the landscape because Red Team was had a good cave, and Blue Team, Pale Blue, everyone seemed to be thinking they were the heavy favorites, and suddenly they lose one of their best players to PvE. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one. That's going to be... Oh, and Great Warrior is also having quite a bit of trouble. Quite a bit of trouble. Let's see what else we can just want to see. These guys have found one of the few areas on the map where there's food and some actual oak trees. Wait, reviens n'importe quand. Reviens n'importe quand. Aqua so far, they kind of do look like favorites. The 22 scoops is healing up. And Great Warrior did not survive the zombie. PvE in 1.12 is really demanding. There's really a strong chance of casualties, of PvE casualties in 1.12 because the PvE is just flat out more difficult. It's flat out more difficult in 1.12 than it used to be in 1.8 and so on. It makes the just getting to meet up a challenge again in its own right, especially in a map like that one. But yeah, that's it for Plushie's team. They do have 3 kills total, so it's not a ruin. Uh-oh. And there you go. Legion has taken llama damage. He has taken llama damage. Who'da thunk it? So the rest of his team is probably somewhat close in the area. Let's go take a look at... That's not who I wanted to teleport to, but that'll do. I clearly... Oh, they're... Okay, I see. It's going to be time to scare some people, because these two, I think, are preparing to go to the Nether, and they might be the first team to do it. Oh no. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you cave with Fulbright in a cave like this, if either one of them actually like just peeks around the corner right here, this could be like the most the most dangerous like collection of creepers I've ever seen. Look at them just chilling over there. These two have no idea the kind of danger that awaits around the corner here. They're heading to the Nether. The achievements should not show, so nobody should... dang it! Okay, we really have a problem, because I went to the Nether and masked the achievements, but yes, there you go, clearly. Oh, and now that they did, the creepers have despawned, because there's nobody here anymore. Go figure. Okay, let me just get my game mode 3 activated. There you go. Because I'm gonna go to the Nether. Joey being rude. Trying to hit me. I should have hit back. But I didn't scare BBR, but I think I gave Joey a heart attack. So they're going for potions. They are going for potions. So I'll have to be sure if there's a fight happening in the overworld that I do not... Oh, the portal literally at the bottom of the fortress here. And it's a fortress, clearly, that has all the stuff for the potions. Vince now up to 17 diamonds. So Teal Team truly is in a good position. I'm not sure if Joey was rude as much as he was startled. It's always like, especially, you know, he was really watching his teammates back there to be sure that they wouldn't be ambushed from the rear, and suddenly here I pop into existence right before his disbelieving eyes. So it looks like these two are probably going to be able to find... Oh no, Butter Golem decided to get himself burned. That's unwise. That is not wise. He's getting a blaze rod out of this, but 2 blaze rods even, if he picks them up. He notices them. He knows. But he's going to broadcast the advancement, I think. In his clearly his inventory is too... Yeah, there you go. Get rid of the boat. Inventory is too great. So everyone knows they have pots. So perhaps some other teams will be tempted to join them in the Nether. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. So, let's go scare BBR. So he's not necessarily going anywhere fast at this moment anymore, because he'll be heading into a cave that is already explored. So he's not going to be getting the best treasures of all time, though there's still some gold and such. If he manages to find... Okay, no audible jump this time. Okay, all right. I shall strive to do better. Let's take a look at white team, because white team, I think, there you go. I thought they had some gear, and I think they're ready to make it a 2v2 to try to surprise the Brewers, who are currently in the Nether. So these two are hoping, I think, to just gear up and get the drop on Joey and company. I'm not sure if Legion is actually going to be joining them, because he's just doing his own thing quite clearly. I think he's looking for the water, actually, so there's water here, and there's water over here, and that the double sources of water is, oh, we could dig into the teammates? Okay. The double sources of water would actually be confusing and make you dig in various directions. Creeper over there. All right. Okay, if you think radioactive will die next, that's actually a fair guess, because he is the lowest currently. He is the lowest. And he's on the surface. We know who was here. This was where Majora started the game. And so it looks like it's the first time they find this type of monument. Yeah, yeah. So they're... maybe they're taking note of the coordinates and thinking, oh, maybe there were some of these in each quadrant, and they would be correct. I wonder if there's going to be a team ballsy enough to tackle this. It would be very, very... Emeric has decided to burn himself with a zombie. It would be very, very ballsy to try and undertake that. I don't know if they're going to do it. By the looks of it, they're not. Which is why... Ooh, are they? Are they going to? Like, several teams clearly had to think about it, right? They had to think about it. They had to stay over there, look at the monument, and wonder, do we go in or do we not? Because they're getting blocks of gold, but the apples are very rare, so technically it's probably not worth the risk because of not having the apples. The apples is the more difficult thing to find. And yeah, that's a beautiful... That's actually player made. This is not... I didn't make this. Now, Emeric, okay, so they have decided to claim 0-0, and the little farm of dark blue team has become the centerpiece of this fort built by Bradzi, Country Cutie, and Emeric. So Legion Mason now has joined his teammates, and they're headed for the Nether. Tim has followed, and 22 Max will probably follow soon. So the Sonic Joey and Butter Golem better watch out. Maybe they've come back already. Maybe they have, but I think it's worth. Okay, don't look at the world's name. Right? Don't look at the world's name. But there's the fighting. Butter Golem is deceased. I missed that. So Joey, where is... Okay. Yep. Okay, he's in the overworld. Stop it, Joey. Stop hitting me, you doofus. Okay. So Joey was no longer in the overworld, in the nether, actually. Okay. Only Butter Golem was. But Joey is coming up at the really wrong time. So Joey, how come... I don't understand. Okay, well. So Butter Golem was left alone in the nether. And Joey's splintering up at the wrong place. So bad. These two appear to not notice him at all, though. At all. Is Joey gonna... Yep, he's striking. There you go. He's thinking, this is my chance. I'm now a solo. So I have to take big risks in order to hope for a big reward. If I don't take the big risk... And he has a chance. He could kill both of them. He could kill both of them. It's going to be a tough task, but they're in terms of hearts, they have way fewer hearts. Trying to spin around, a spinning maneuver, but the shields are blocking, and Radioactive manages to land a blow. And both of them are shielding up. Joey doing his best here. Landing a little bit of bow spam as the other team chases, and that's his best chance because they're down to 1.5 hearts each. Legion is fighting blazes. That's why he's burning and losing health. Joey is still doing his best, but every time he turns his back, he opens himself to some fire. Radioactive bolts, iPod Geek, I mean, has a diamond axe, so you don't want to melee that too much. There you go. There's one kill for Joey. But iPod Geek is steadfast with his shields, and he wants to land that hit or two with the axe. That's what he needs. And the shield is broken. Oh, that was close. The shield broke down, and that eventually let Joey get the second kill right there. But woo! Yeah, there's 8 blocks of gold in the center of the ocean monument. We know it's a really big prize. Although it's kind of risky to get because of all the guardians and the elder guardians complicating matters. But so Joey's going to have some good gear here. Perhaps enough golds to heal. He's going to have one of the special pots if he picks it up. He's going to have 2 heads that he can craft into healing. But yeah, done in because the bow spam basically negated the shield. It destroyed the shield. He lost his shield, and then the game was through. .22 Max has landed his first shot. That's in the nether, I do believe. They're taking a lot of... I'm not sure how much damage was done by Butter Golem, and how much damage was done by the Blazes and so on for White Team. But it's been a difficult, actually, trip to the nether. If they come back and they can brew potions, that might be an advantage that brings them back into the game. Sonic Joey just took fall damage, falling into his own hole. Maybe not exactly what he wanted, but down there he knows there's a lot of good stuff because, yeah, he has found the mineshaft, I do believe, down there. Though I think he and Butter Golem did explore that thoroughly. And you can see the portal way down there where they used to be. Vince has mined 24 diamonds, I'm told. He's probably looking like the man in blue. Aqua Team. I think he forgot. Did he forget? Is it my texture pack? Is it my texture pack or he forgot to put on pants? No, he's got diamond pants on. Did not take damage thanks to the shield. The shield can be very powerful against creepers. If you're at the right place and you hold it up right, it's possible to avoid all damage. Some more smelting is happening. Not sure what his plan is. Maybe a boat. There's some places with you can go a little farther along. Oh, you can see the mine shaft over here. So someone could have found this just by boating around and basically have gotten a lot of stuff. It's a trick you can do. Boat around and you find a lot of stuff. His teammate is down below. They're not ready to go to combat. I don't know if anyone is ready to come to the base being built by the black team. But these two, oh yeah, no, they're coming upon it, actually. They know where it is. And that was Plushie, who died by a zombie, is still here. And the God Apple is still there. There's also bread. But most importantly, the God Apple. Nobody knows. Nobody knows it's there. But we do. And we know how different things could be if someone found that. Absorption is off, so the God Apple is not going to be, the most decisive item of all time. But since the apples themselves are rare in this game, and Black Team is basically just using this as a place to grow the oak and get some apples, and regrow some oak and get some apples, and basically generate healing that way. They're making quite a fort with a little death trap right in front over here, by the way. So it's going to be, I'm curious to figure out if someone will be unwise enough to try and ascend the steps. But you have to figure something's up if you have a giant open door, right, on a fort. There's a fort being built and there's a giant open door. You have to assume something is up. Meetup is in 20 minutes. And these two are just looking there, waiting, I guess, for an opportunity to strike. Night is going to be falling, so staying unnoticed is going to be a little bit more difficult. But perhaps they want to draw the black team out of the fort, so maybe they do want to eventually be noticed. Because, of course, you don't want to fight a team that's basically forting up, right? It's actually a nice little build. I like the fact that there's a little extension back there that serves no real visible purpose, but it's nice. It's nice. Yes. The Joey, I'm not sure what Joey's plan is going to be. Perhaps he's going. Yeah, he went back into the mineshaft to cave. And I don't want to TP to Tim quite yet, just in case. So I'm gonna go to scoops. They're on the surface. What is this bug? What is this? Did they craft something? The heck is that? But they're growing oak trees because they need it. They need that healing. 22 max is indeed the lowest. They've had some major difficulty handling the blazes in the nether. But these guys are very far away from 0-0. They're basically 700 blocks out away from 0-0. So I don't expect they're going to be encountering anyone anytime soon unless someone's actively patrolling the distant outskirts of the map. These guys are gonna farm trees to try and get a healing advantage over the other teams, because I still expect that healing is going to be hard to come by in this game mode. There's still some igloos that I sometimes wonder if they've been explored or not. This one has. This one clearly has. This one's been explored. And Emeric suffocated himself while in there. I don't know how he did this. I don't know how he suffocated himself. I didn't know if it was even possible. Oh, the tree grew on him and he suffocated. Okay, that is indeed strange. But if you bone meal, I suppose it can happen. So yeah, I see. The other team here. I'm apologies for staying quiet. I can't believe these guys have just been waiting here all this time. They've been here 5 minutes and they haven't moved. And it seems clear to me that black team is going to be staying inside the confines of their little house, of their little fort there, for the next 15 minutes. So I'm not sure, like, are they planning on staying hidden here for 15 more minutes? Is that what they're planning? At some point, there's going to be a creeper or something dropping on them. Okay. What are you doing, you butt? So, yeah. Well, thank you for choosing me. I would choose. Well, I don't know. It depends. It depends on the choices. But there are choices in which I would choose myself as well. All right. I'm gonna take a big risk here and TP to Tim. Oops. Okay, and he is out of the nether. His teammate is out of the nether. Are they all out of the nether? Tim is here and pillaring up. One of the teammates is over here. That's 22 max. He's out of the nether. But where is Legion? She's going to say don't do drugs. Oh, dang it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she did say it. And that's good advice, chat. That's good advice. Do not do drugs unless prescribed by a qualified physician. So, okay, yeah, and Legion is up there in the savannah, and I think looking for chickens. So they're going to have an arrow problem by the looks of it. And I see chickens right here. So you're close to chickens. There are chickens. So strength appears to be on as Joey is able to brew some. And so that's going to make Joey dangerous in melee range. He already, in principle, inherited a diamond axe. Now, he's not the only one who is brewing. Well, we've got some water effects. We've got some water bottles waiting for some ingredients. There was a jungle on the map which would make glistening melons a possibility, but I don't know if any of the teams actually found the tiny bit of jungle. And I'm gonna TP to him, but I'm still gonna assuming that they haven't moved. They're still waiting there, and it's been 10 minutes now. They've been waiting behind this little wall. I would not be able to do this. I admit I'd be moving around, or I would have left. Like, if I didn't want to attack straight up, I would have left and done something else and, you know, found some other resources or something. I would not have been able to stay in one spot for 10 minutes observing another team. As they write memes like sub to Emeric. You know that's what's coming. Sub to Emeric is what is coming. She fell. I don't know. Like they normally would be able to see the little wall there, but they I suppose they assume no one's there. Oh, but someone else is there. So that's, I guess, what blue team over there was waiting for. They were waiting for these guys to show up. And so we're 10 minutes before meetup, and Emeric took fall damage as well. So here's the moment of truth. We want to know if someone's going to fall for this. Someone going to fall for this? Yes, someone is falling for this. So a trap has worked live on stream. There you go. Oh, that was pretty hilarious. But there you go. They lost Vince. And suddenly Aqua Team does not look like they're the scariest teams around anymore. But don't worry, white team, you can go AFK for a moment. There's no chance that someone will find you, I don't think, at this point. Maybe Joey. Maybe Joey might. So there's I think Aqua, I think Cyan will retreat here. And they're not going to be happy when they do, because there's two people here waiting, who have been waiting a very long time to go out there and clean up. They've been waiting there for over 12 minutes to clean up. The Scoop's taking some fall damage. Things are not going the way Cyan was hoping it would go. And Merrick asking for a reprieve so he can finish his sign, because nobody, subscribed to Emer. Who's that? I don't know. Who's Emer? Yeah, okay. Some banter there. Scoops asking Country not to do drugs, which is wise. So these two are going to be retreating, and they're going to find a couple of guys hiding behind a wall. Or is he going to go for Plushie's stuff? But BBR could, these two could, no, all right, so they're not going to strike at all. Not going to strike at all. Nobody's going to check on Plushie's corpse or the God Apple that lays beyond it. And Dark Blue are not going to move from their spot. They didn't feel like they had enough of an advantage. So they're just going to stay hidden. I'm betting these guys are too happy to get a kill down there. And one of them's coming. Emeric has gotten down there to obtain the stuff. As you can see, the signs here made sure that a MLG water bucket drop was impossible, because you can't place the water bucket because of the signs that are there. And as a result, you have no choice but to take all the fall damage. I really did not expect someone would fall for this, because, I mean, you can sort of tell. I mean, you can tell, right? You come up. I mean, it seems to me that it's fairly visible. I'm not sure how come Vince didn't quite notice. Maybe he was too busy fighting the opposition, trying to get that shot, and that's how he went through. And that's what they were counting on, for to lure someone into a trap. These still haven't moved. The God Apple is still right here. Right there. Boing! Golden Apple. It says Golden Apple, but it's God Apple, because it has that extra magic shine to it. And I've lost sight of Aqua. That scare BBR. Okay, they've moved. They've retreated 400 blocks away. Not sure what they're hoping to accomplish by such a big retreat here. But they did not expect someone to fall for that trap. And I don't know if there might still be other teams who might fall for that trap. They could still get more kills out of that trap. Or at least one more kill. Like, I doubt you'd get more than one. Ooh. I'm starting to be pretty parched. The Sonic Dark Joey is, I assume, still brewing. Yeah, he's brewing as much as he can before he has to head to meet up. He's got strength. He's got swiftness. And he's got a lot of enchants. And he's trying to get some melons, I see. He's trying to get some melons so that he can have some potions of healing. So his team did find a jungle. Or did he find melon seeds in the mineshaft? That might be actually what happened. So since the apples are so rare, he's trying... Time left is shrinking, and I don't think he's going to get a melon in 3 minutes. There's a chance. Okay, so let's see how white team are doing before meetup. One of them was brewing, and some are still apparently caving. They're going to be taking their time, I suppose, to... No, okay, no, there was a staircase and stuff, so they probably did their brewing. Not sure exactly what potions they all have, so I'm going to just do a quick NVC. And see what the kind of potions they're up. They still have one splash potion of swiftness. Splash potion of swiftness. They have strength as well. So the two teams will have strength. And they have some poison potions. So actually, white team is, while kind of low in health, are equipped to do a lot of damage. They're equipped to do a lot of damage. Now, these guys have obtained a little more diamonds, thanks to Vince, who had mined a whole lot of diamond before falling prey, amazingly, to this trap. This Winter Wonderland trap. I'm not sure who on the team had the idea of making this trap. I don't know if they knew it would work or they were just hoping. I assume they were just hoping because usually UHC players who are veterans, they usually have seen just about all the trap types, and so it's uncommon for them to fall for it, right? These guys, I can't believe it. They've been there for over 20 minutes. Behind this wall, they have not moved. They were just waiting for 20 minutes for an opportunity to clean up. That kind of patience and dedication to the art of cleaning up is impressive. You gotta wonder, you really want... Okay, now, okay, now everyone knows they're there. No longer hidden. And there's a Aqua team from behind. Fall damage for blah, and it's time to meet up. It's meetup time. All right, and from this, I'm going to check right quick and see how long I'm allowing black team to stay in their fort. I'm giving them 5 minutes, so I'm keeping an eye on my time here. But Aqua is chasing blue team. Run, blue, run. Well, they are running. They're going to be running circles around 0-0 by the looks of it. And you don't want to cut through 0-0 too much because then you can fall prey to the shots of black team. Yeah, meet up, yeah, from 90 minutes from the start. That was meet up. The blues running, and doesn't look like they're going to be caught. But I mean, go away. It's meet up. So there's this very cryptic sign here that I don't understand. It says "ot." I don't understand what this says. It's meaningless to me. It's gibberish. Some people would consider this running, but so long as you're running in circles around 0-0, you're still fine. And yes, we did start late. There was some technical issues with the game, and we had to restart. So sadly, yeah, it needed a restart because I'm bad. But that's why, like, these are all technically called test games for the players that they know that we're testing the server, working on trying to fix kinks and improve games. It's not quite easy to do that in 1.12. 1.12 is not perfectly balanced, let's say, for UHC or for PvP. The balance is out of whack a little bit. And so there's a lot of things that have to be made, but all of the UHC plugins and scripts are made for 1.8, really. Or 1.7 even, and they're kind of conversions to 1.12. And with the conversions can come various glitches and bugs and so on that you have to work out. So there's a lot of stuff that needs work. So these two will hide behind this wall. I'm guessing they're low on arrows. Is their problem? Because they just haven't shot anything really. Or perhaps they don't have bows at all, for all I know. Keeping an eye out on black team. And they have 2 minutes left in the fort. I told them, they had to vacate the premises because typically it's not a sky base or anything, but forting is typically, well, yeah. It's usually frowned upon, but if this other team is going to be forting as well, what? Oh, I sure am a butt. I'm sorry about that. My single solitary viewer. Sometimes, So they've abandoned the fort. And I told them, if another team forts, you can come back. That's only fair. If that's how blue team wants to play it, then it's going to be fair game to come back. I'm looking for Aqua. What I find is instead Sonic Joey. I don't know if he got some healing potions. So many typos that I make is amazing. Strength, swiftness. He did not get any healing potions. No healing for Joey. And Bradzi is getting owned by a spider. A lot. No. Well, I'm sorry. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. So, wow. He actually got a shot up over the fort there. I think that's impressive. I think he probably shot him through the... Oh, lava. Ooh, lava again. Trying for some flame arrows action. And they're not going to be able to block this. Oh, okay. That was a legit, very clutch... very clutch water bucket drop here. And he's leaving, but he's leaving straight into Joey, and Joey, I think, will be able to sandwich. Will Sneaky run away? No, Joey's not missing. And Country just landed shots. So did Joey. And white team over there are sweeping in. So I'm not sure how things are gonna fall, how the cards are gonna fall, but white team is getting into this. White and black on each side of the river. And I don't know if black are going to notice them, but someone's going for Joey, and Americ's going to be able to shoot Joey a few times in the back, and that's going to let Sneaky escape. But black is now engaging white team as well on the other front, and they probably can't pick two battles at the same time. That would be unwise. So they let Joey go, and Joey's going to chase after Sneaky. Sneaky is at 2.5 hearts, and Joey's at half health, more or less. So that's how that's going to look. Whites are kind of sticking together in formation. They're not sure if they're going to attack or not. Apparently, they prefer retreating a bit, despite all the potions they have. But they do have two players who are at low health among the bunch. And Tim taking some damage here, being shot by Bradzi. And, of course, now's the time people find to phone me. Thankfully, that's not for me, so I'm going to let that ring. I hope nobody minds too much. Here we go. Bradzi landing some shots. I expect Bradzi to... Oh, 22-shot Country. But someone's a lot more cowardly than the others in white team over here. That's a player like Fluesmaker. Who is it? It's Tim. I'm not necessarily surprised. I, too, am quite scared. But when you're not used to playing UHCs, and Tim has not played all that many, you make some tactical mistakes. But the poison has been launched and landed. Bradzi has been poisoned. And killed by 22 max. And that was perfectly executed, to say the least. They fell into the trap, and Bradzi ate a mouthful of poison. So, Masons landed one on Emeric, and Isaac, welcome to the stream. Openly rooting for Joey, but this situation is getting confused. And Country Cutie was blown up by a creeper that I never saw down here. She was basically lured into a death trap of explosions. So things went awry for Black Team quite a bit. And I don't know that Emeric can escape. He's got armor. I think he might be able to get a kill here. But no. He falls short. 22 max is at half a heart. Mason is at half a heart. And Tim is down to 2.5 heart. Thank you for playing, Black Team. But while this baby zombie could get a kill right here. This baby zombie could get a kill. Don't spam, Tim. Don't spam. Although, you know, the knockback would help keep the zombie away. Oof, oof. Oh, and there you go. BBR striking while the iron is hot. And 22 max, better run. run as fast as his legs can take him. I don't even know where he is, actually. He's nowhere near. Oh, no, he is near. He's shifting down in this hole. He's right there. And yeah, that's not the time to... He's at half a heart. There's what can he do? And he's healing up. Is that healing up job going to be enough? Yeah, well, Joey's coming in. So maybe he's going to have an opportunity. And Sneaky is coming up behind Joey. So Sneaky's probably going to try to backstab Joey. And in the middle of all this, 22 Max right there, probably going to be trying to get some sort of tide change of the tide. Joey is running away now. Will he notice Sneaky? And now everyone's it's like Benny Hill basically. Everyone's running around. But they're basically focused on Joey here, perhaps because he's the last biggest threat remaining. He's at 3.5 hearts. And Joey's doing everything to evade. Manages to avoid taking damage here. I don't know if 22 Max is going to be able to come up behind Sneaky. But Sneaky is running after all this, hoping that he can land the final blows. Joey landing a little shot on BBR, but BBR is at very high health. Very high health. Joey's still landing some shots as he turns around during his escape. Doing everything he can to do as much damage as he can before falling. He has strength potions, but he has to soften up his chasers before he can do anything. Sneaky trying to land as many shots as he can. He landed 2 on Scoops, and Scoops suddenly is at half health. And that changes things a little bit, obviously. And I think 22 Max decided that he would loot the rest of the stuff in order to try and basically try to maximize his chances instead of trying to sneak up on anyone at the moment. He decided that it was too chaotic. He's going to try to sift through what gear remains in order to increase his own odds. Joey lands a shot. And another. Is that another or is that the same one? Joey with some strong block placement game. Sneaky trying to flank, getting some flank shots on the dominant team. The team of 2. And that gives Joey enough room to land another shot and create more distance. Now the targets changed. They decided we're going to leave Joey alone. And, okay. And the 22 Scoops getting one of the gapples. While BBR chases after Sneaky. Don't forget that 22 Max is still out there somewhere. And he must have finished sifting through the loot by now. Yes, he's over there and he's coming up behind Joey. I don't know if that's the... oh, and BBR has been set afire. And down goes Sneaky. But he did lava BBR before going down. Now it's Joey on one side and 22 Max on the other. Max is trying to climb this hill over here. See if he can come up behind Cyan team. While they're busy looking at Joey on the other side. But you have to move quickly. You have to move quickly. Because they're busy sorting through the loot as well. So that was the moment to strike. You can't just stay back there and build a wall. You have to make the move. You have to make the move. Before it's too late, the window of opportunity is rapidly closing. And they're shielding up against Joey's onslaught. Joey's still in this. And if you look at Tab, well, he's only at 2 hearts, but now if he can land a few more shots, he might get kills or even 2 kills if he really, really, really outplays his opposition. But Joey getting a little far, and 22 Max kind of mistimed his attack. He's going to get found out over here, so Joey has to come back quickly. And there you go. Max did hit the 22 Scoops, so Scoops is down to 2 hearts, and that gives Joey another chance, but he's still quite the underdog in this. Quite the underdog. I'm not sure if he can pull this off. But now it's a lot more realistic than it was moments ago. No shots landing because of the shields. Oh, and there you go. Quite the shot here by Scoops. GG. Congratulations on the win, BBR, the 22 Scoops, and I already forgotten who their teammate was. It was Vince, actually, who hilariously fell to his death. So Vince technically wins yet another of my games. So I want to thank you all for watching. It's been a little bit of a stressful broadcast for me, a little bit of a stressful live stream because the game did not go smoothly. It required a restart, and so that made things a lot more stressful and a lot more difficult. I'm glad you decided to drop by and watch regardless. Want to say thank you, Brodator, and thank you, Best Lone Wolf, cTo, and Isaac, and everyone who was there from the start. The stream you'll be able to watch at the end. The entire game will be archived on the channel so that you can watch it later, because I do believe you'll want to see that little moment where Vince falls prey to a trap. That's classic trap action right there. It's always fun to see a trap successfully work, you know. So I'm glad you're doing this, BBR. Yeah, thank you, BBR. Thank you. I don't have to do /kill, so this is great. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching the stream, watching the game, and your participation in all this is one of the things that keep the channel going. And it's always great to see the familiar faces and the new faces show up in chat. You're always welcome. And I hope you'll join me for the next stream next time.